Middle school and I did not get along very well.
I didn't know what was going on, I'd say.
To be different at a time when everybody's seeking to be the same is a challenge.
Hated sixth grade. It was the worst year of my life so far.
There was a point in my life where I wasn't sure if it actually would get better.
Bus rides, things people, things I would hear in the cafeteria, in the locker room. It was not fun.
So I think adolescence is a lot of pressure, to be accepted.
It's terrifying. It's terrifying. It's because it's so fearful to realize that you're not what the majority of the people around you seem to be.
It was me not being able to accept myself.
It's a time when there's this conflict going on.
It's hard because you want to fit in, you want to be normal. And sometimes it's easier to just not respond.
You want so badly to make it go away.
Like, bullying sucks no matter what, and it shouldn't be allowed.
8th grade, I came close to jumping off of a bridge. And I had a friend who was, was concerned about me and called my parents, and, I went into the hospital and, got the whole psychiatric evaluation. But it really just made that much of a difference to know that there is somebody who cares.
You should never feel like you have to hide.
When people are feeling bullied, they feel like they're the only one. Probably the most important thing is to break through that feeling.
Talk to somebody. If you have a friend you can talk to, if not a friend or a mentor, go online, call a helpline, but to find somebody to talk to, because it's so easy to feel completely isolated and alone, and you're not.
Just that feeling of there's somebody out there somewhere who cares just makes all the difference.
To tell an adult who you trust, your parents, a teacher, someone who you think is going to listen to you and is going to be motivated to take action. I think it's first of all important to let people know what's going on.
Find a trusted adult and tell them how you are feeling, because there are answers. Things are not permanent, especially when you're a teenager. And it takes courage. You have to ask for help because you matter, and you have to keep going.
Be patient. It will come. The way will open. Your job is to proceed. Be tough, resilient.
The mob doesn't control you.
Don't be defined by what other people tell you. They don't have any reason to be more right about anything than you do.
Just because this person doesn't accept me for who I am, just because this person doesn't like the way I act, doesn't mean that I should change who I really am.
You learn to be more comfortable with yourself and who you are.
You're able to accept yourself more. You're able to kind of see, oh, it's not that bad to be different.
So what you're experiencing is completely natural.
It gets more clear. The more you know about yourself, the better it gets.
Self-esteem is not something you have, it's something you do every minute of every day. And you do it by surrounding yourself with people who appreciate you and love you for who you are.
You should find comfort in who you are.
People grow up and it becomes less important to fit exactly into a crowd, and more important to figure out yourself.
So when they finally have that belief that they're who they should be and that it's okay and they should be their authentic selves, that's when it gets better.
You are beautiful in who you are, and you are not meant to be any other way.
If you can go into a situation having some positive thoughts that I'm a great person, people are going to see that, even if they don't agree with who I'm with or what I'm doing, trying to seek out the positive in people, I think will be a more beneficial way to lead your life.
If you do your best to be a good person and act like the people whom you respect, then you'll attract people into your life who are the kind of people you want to be around.
You can choose like where you want to go, like who you want to hang out with.
You begin to make it better. You take control of your destiny. It's no longer other people putting you into scenarios. You are choosing your scenarios.
Once you are like your own person and you're an adult and you go into the world, you have the opportunity to meet more people that are like you. So it gives you a lot more choices, and if you're around more people that are like you, it feels a lot better.
You don't have all these pressures to fit in. You get a chance to really be who you want to be. And that is a wonderful person, and people are just naturally going to gravitate to you.
There will be rough patches, especially early on when you're stuck in a small place with the same people for many years. The great thing is when you go on out into the world, there are lots of different kinds of people, and you can choose your community, and you don't have to be stuck with one group, and you can find the people who will make you happy and whom you will make happy.
As rough as it might seem in high school or middle school, you know, hang in there because the world's catching up.
We all owe it to each other to begin to accept individuals for who they are rather than for who we pretend them to be.
As you grow up, people are going to get mature. They are going to understand that homophobic or transphobic behaviors are completely juvenile and unacceptable.
I mean, if you see someone who's obviously suffering, the correct thing to do is to try to help them.
These are wonderful people. They're like everyone else. They have their own unique gifts. There is no reason to reject them simply for being different.
The world is a better place because people are different and because there's so many different views expressed.
The world is changing. The world is getting much better for LGBTQ youth and people in general. There is a place where I can fit in, and there's a place where I can be myself.
Yeah, as much awful stuff as there's going on out there, you know, we are making progress.
Gay marriage is slowly becoming legal everywhere. People are more accepting of it right now than any point in U.S. history, or history in general.
There are environments that exist that truly are not just tolerant, but inclusive. And so I think it gets better because people find other people. They find the right community. They find the right college. They find the right town, the right city. And it allows them to be able to accept themselves.
I know that everybody says it gets better, and you know, maybe for you that phrase has gotten kind of old, but it really does get better. You know, it's don't let people push you around into being who they want you to be. Be who you want to be, and you know, and people will like you for who you are.
I want to be like one of those celebrities, so ready? It gets better. All right. I said it.